Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with a Dragonborn Druid. Very strange combination, though totally plausible. So, start first. I'm going to add in stats. So, for the first one, we need wisdom. Wisdom needs to be our highest. We don't have a bonus. So 15 is going. And then the second stat that we also don't. 14. Now everything else can play how you would like. We can go ahead. Our strength and dex don't need to be too high because at second level, druids get their beast shape, and Stroke of the Moon mainly focuses on shape change, which will affect these 3 stats here. So we can work dex and on. So these don't have to be too high. We could actually put the 8 here, the +2, that becomes a 10. And then maybe I'll leave the, no, let's do 12. 12 there. 10 can go in intelligence. 14 charisma. So that way, these 2 stats stay pretty high. Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma will always stay the same no matter what beast shape you take. So, and then now that we have our constitution, 8 plus 1, so we have 10 hit points. We can just hit. But that puts us at a 13 max health. Obviously, if you roll better, or if you take the average, which is 5 plus, then it would be a little bit better. But let's see. We'll look at what we are proficient. So for our languages, we have Common, Draconic, Druidic, and one other of your choice. Weapons, club darts, daggers, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, spears. For armor, you have light armor shields, but they have to be wooden. You cannot wear metal armor as and we have herbalism here. We actually get that from both being a druid and being a hermit background. And so you can talk with your DM about replacing those to be with another alchemy, cooking, or whatever you see about how that, so you don't have the double proficiency because it doesn't. To look into some of our feature traits, we have draconic ancestry. You choose a type of dragon, and your breath weapon and damage are determined by that dragon. So I chose gold. That is fire damage, 15-foot cone, dex. And then the breath weapon, you have information here, like how to set up your. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, call it breath weapon. It does not attack. It does damage. The saving throw is. Ooh, I don't know why that's breaking. Won't do that. You can change this. I don't know why my thing is glitching out, but you can change this to dex so that it's actually correct. But for now, it's gonna be set to strength. Let's see. So the DC saving throws, save effect, description. So it's a 15-foot cone. Dex save. And the DC is 8 plus your plus your proficiency. So 8 plus 2 plus 2 is 12. For now. Break again. Oh goodness. Okay. Okay, I got it to change. Things are a little wonky. That is fine. So we have a breath weapon. We save the damage. Tell us what the damage is. Okay, a creature takes 2d6 damage on a failed or half as much on a save. So damage 6. Oh. Okay, anything to do with that right now is causing this. Oh, well, we can leave that because actually we don't have a strength modifier. That won't hurt anything. If you had a strength modifier, you could turn that off, but it's not. This person is 0. So it's 2d6. You also have half damage here, so you don't get, and it'll put that in the button. Now we can just click this. 12, half damage. This is your notes. You may like it's a 50 cone, and then you see there it did add it here, but just in case, we should add here. Type fire. Type. Oh, I put fire in the wrong one. This one. Fine. So, yeah. Fire right underneath it instead of being blank. That is set up. Then you also have damage resistance. You have resistance to the damage type associated with your Draconic tree. So our druid here is resistant to fire. And then the background trait, which we have gone over a few times with the hermit. Your seclusion of your extended hermitage give you access to unique and powerful discovery. The exact nature of the revelation depends, and you can also talk to the DM about how I went through. And then I said over here that you get the language critic, and it's a secret language for druids. You can speak the language and use hidden messages. You and others know this language automatically. You can spot the message. Others spot the message present with a successful perception. But it can't decipher it without. So, someone who knows of the presence but doesn't, it could find it, but wouldn't. Someone get to wild shape. Wild shape at 2nd level. You can see there is a lot to know about wild shape. So starting at 2nd level, you can use your action to magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before. Twice. You regain all expended uses after a short or long rest. Your druid level determines the beast changing abilities, although with Circle of the Moon, this one is a bit different for us. If you were land, this would be important. Besides so challenge rating doesn't matter, but you have to pay attention to if it has a flying or swimming. You can stay in beast shape for a number of hours equal to 100 level rounded down, so it's 2nd level. Stay in it for 1 hour. You also automatically revert if you fall unconscious, drop to 0 hit points, or die. And you can also revert as a bonus action. When you transform, your game statistics are replaced by the statistics of the beast, but you retain your alignment, personality, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. You also retain all your skills and saving throw proficiencies. in addition to gaining those of the creature. Creature has the same proficiency as you, and the bonus stat block is higher than yours. Use the creature's bonus instead. When you transform, you assume the beast's hit points and hit dice. When you revert to your normal form, you return to the number of hit points you had before you transformed. However, if you revert as a result to dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage carries over. So if you take 10 damage in the form and only have a hit point, you revert and take damage. You cannot cast spells. And your ability to speak or take any action that requires hands is limited to the capabilities of your form. Transforming doesn't break concentration of a spell, but it does prevent you from taking actions as part of the spell, such as call lightning. So you can keep concentration, but if it requires you to take an action, have it strike lightning. You retain the benefit of any feature from your class, race, or other source that can use physically capable of doing so. However, you can't use any of your special senses, such as dark vision, unless and you can choose whether your equipment falls to the ground or emerges into your new form. Worn equipment as normal, but the DM decides whether it is practical for the new form to wear a piece of equipment based on the shape and size. Your equipment doesn't change size or shape to match the new form, or any equipment the form can't wear either fall to the ground or merge with it. So that's everything about wild shape. Now we go into the circle of the moon. That just determines what kind of stuff you can do. It changes your challenge rating. So normally for druids at 2nd level, the max CR of animals that they can change into is 4th challenge rating. With Circle of the Moon, it automatically goes up to 1. You have a lot of options, and that challenge rating does go up as you gain levels in the Circle of the Moon. And with the Circle of the Moon, your combat wild shape, you choose this level, choose the circle at 2nd level, like gain the ability to use wild shape on your turn bonus action instead of an action. Additionally, while you're transformed by wild shape, you can use a bonus action to expend a spell slot to 8 hit points. And then forms. This is where it tells you you ignore max CR column of the beast shape, but you must abide to the other limitations. Starting at 6th level, you can transform into a beast with the challenge rating as high as your druid level divided by 3 rounded down. So at 6th level, divide that by 3, you can change CR of 2, and that will go up every levels. That's most of it. Everything that you can do right now. So at 2nd level, when you change, you cannot have the animal you change into cannot have a flying or swimming speed. At 4th level, it's just no flying speed, and then 8th level, you change into whatever you want that matches your speed. Let's see. Some equipment. You have a quarterstaff, dagger, leather armor, explorer's pack, your scroll case of notes from your seclusion, a winter blanket, clothes, and 5. I did not add spells onto this, but you can look at some of the spells I had last time, or if you have any spells that you before. Our armor class is 12. You have leather armor, which is 11 plus your dex. So we have a +1 to our initiative because of our dex. And I think I think that is everything we have for our Dragonborn Druid here. But if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment if you would like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!